Hello Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week, going from the 21st through to the 28th of August, fully into your winter period. This is where you really should be getting your roots into your projects for the year, feeding all of those projects. I've got a wasp that's come to say hello. The best thing about wasps is they won't sting you if you're just going to take it easy and relax about it all. It's actually quite nice. So let's just see what goes on with your reading here, with the overall energy. Thank you very much for being here. Seven of Swords. Everybody has had the Seven of Swords. It's all about playing smart, and I think this is in your face at the moment. The first 2 weeks, week 2 and week 3 of August was difficult, complicated, fluctuating energies, perturbating, which means sort of like, I can't think of the English word now. I can only hear the French word, but it's deranging as a way. It's sort of like there's a lot of sort of conflicting currents going on, and the energy here is now things are calming in the 4th week, and this is the week we're going into. Playing smart is really important. Trusting your intuition within you, trusting of what you know, of where you've come from and where you're going. On your relationship side here, you get the Ace of Wands. If you are thinking about starting a new relationship, do it. Just trust it. Ask that person out on a date. Whatever you're doing, just go ahead and do it. Be passionate about it. Open up fully. Just open up put your foot on the accelerator and just go. It's out with the old and in with the new. And then this is your karmic path here. And this is where you're going to be playing smart. The universe is bringing you the Two of Wands. So we're going from the Ace of Wands now to the Two of Wands. The universe is trying to I think they're actually encouraging situations and coincidences which is going to help you to, you've got to travel, you've got to move in order for, out with the old and in with the new. And I think this is what you've got to do, and it's playing smart about it and realizing that the world is at your fingertips if you so desire, basically. And the universe is helping you to do that, helping you to put things in place which almost organizes the planning of your future relationships, basically. How is the past connecting to your future? A lot of communication, a lot of connection, a lot of results, a lot of wondering, a lot of wonderment, yeah. A lot of communication in the past, a lot of understanding, I think, within yourself and within the situations that are around you in regards to relationships. And building upon that understanding, I think, is now building you to a stage where you're going towards a new path, out with the old and in with the new. Okay. On the future is as well, and this is where we come to the playing smart, I think, more than anything else. Out with the old and in with the new. Avoid any conflicts that not worth winning. It's below you, Cancer, to do this. It's below you to get involved in it. And it's not a case of biting your lip. It's just a case of kind of going, actually, it's not worth me wasting my breath, sort of thing. That's the sort of thing I get about it, because you should be concentrating on that. And I think there's if you play smart, you're going to be able to avoid all that sort of conflict. I also think there's a lot of healing that comes in to your life because you're getting into the out with the old and in with the new and playing smart about it. I think you bring in a lot of healing about conflicts that may have been going on for some time, that realizing, and I think both parties are realizing, no one's getting anything out of this conflict. And I think that's what's sort of coming to an end. I think it may be, communication from the past to make you realize that was, that it's not worth winning. Not worth winning. Walk towards your future. And what is your future? Let's just see what comes out of that. Two of Swords. Everybody's had this card as well. Everybody's had the Seven of Swords and everybody's had the Two of Swords. I think there is a decision that needs to be made. You've got nothing but wands and swords here, nothing but fire and air. Be careful of your passions. I think that's with this Seven of Swords. Direct your passions in a very creative way that's opening up a new pathway. And at some point you're going to need to make a decision of where you're going to go. I think you know the decision you've got to make. I think you know which way you've got to go. And once you make that decision, that's when all of a sudden you become the leader of your path. You know, you become the owner of your path, as it were. And I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. And once you realise that and you take that decision, there's a whole new vista, a whole new world that is available to you. And it's going to be beautiful, Cancer. Really, it's going to be absolutely beautiful, I think. There's it's that still energy after the week 2, week 3. I think this is giving you a moment of realisation of what's going on. Because as we saw in the monthly readings, I've seen them in the weekly readings as well, week 2 and week 3 of August was really, fluctuant. And I think it's now the fluctuations are coming to an end. It's easier for you to sort of see and make the decision to manifest that out with the old and in with the new, which is really important for you. On your material side, on your career path and your business and stuff like that, you have the 8 of Swords. Dilly, lost and I don't know where to roam. This is like, it's... I think on your career path, I think you've got to stop turning in circles. I think your karmic message is to sort of set yourself free. 'Cause I'm free like a river. Free yourself up, Cancer. That is your karmic path. I think on this side here. The universe here is bringing you in the Hermit card. A lot of people have been getting that. A lot of people have been getting the Temperance card as well. The universe here is sort of saying, inside of you, you know what you want. You know what you got to take. You know what's a good vibration for you, or what you should be doing as a career path and where you should be going. It's so obvious. You don't have to look up to the stars or even wait till night time to have it. You've now got that star in your lantern, that dream, that aspiration. And the universe is kind of like almost giving you a nudge as if to sort of say, Cancer, don't forget, keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on the goal. Break yourself, set yourself free. Set yourself free. Yes, you're carrying too much. I think this has been in the past, and I think this is I think you've realised that certain aspects of your job and your business and stuff like that is holding you back. Or your projects. It's holding you back, it's stopping you from advancing at the moment, Cancer. And, I think you've carried a lot in the past. You've tried to make it absolutely brilliant for everybody. And that's just not possible. Be realistic. So, what's the future, side? Ace of Cups. You've now got 2 aces on the table here. Yes. I think this Ace of Cups pertains to the Hermit card here. And playing smart here is freeing yourself up by playing smart. By letting go of any sort of like stuff that you've been carrying from the past that anything that doesn't really work for you, all of a sudden in the future opens up this an offering of an avenue of your career path, your business and etc., which makes your heart glow. And it's almost as if you're putting it out there at the same time. It's almost as if 2 of Cups is coming out up here, where you unify yourself with yourself, because you end up heading in, because you're letting go of stuff from the past and you're freeing yourself up. All of a sudden you can unify yourself and just bring yourself into a direction, a career direction or a business, etc., which is in alignment with your heart's desires. And this, with this offering, there is so many possibilities. 9 of Pentacles. So many possibilities. The fruit is almost just to be ready to be plucked off the tree. And this is because you've engaged yourself. And I think this is what the Ace of Cups does. It brings you into alignment with everything that is around you. Everything that is breeding those possibilities. And I think you've created those possibilities on your pathway as well. And this is what that playing smart is all about. You know. Thank you very much for being with us. We're going to clarify with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for the support you give this channel through liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Sharing is really good across all media platforms. It really does help us out. There's also links in the description below to private readings, which you can click on. And there's also an email, because I'm going to be doing an energy workshop in the UK for October, and in the US for November, and in Australia for January or February. It's yet to be worked out. So just with the email, just click on the email, send me an email, tell me where you are in the world, and I'll tell you where your local energy workshop is happening with my good self. Thank you very much for all your support. Let's see what the Light Seers cards have got you. Concentrating on the smaller details. A lot of people have got this, the 8 of Pentacles. And I think that's where playing smart is overall. I think the overall energies is bringing you into the smaller detail of your career path or your relationship path. And it's building you to a position where there's a definite or really well-defined direction for you to take. With the Ace of Wands, you get the Page of Wands. Exploring, this bring, out with the old and in with the new. And the new is exploring all those passionate things within you. And seeing how they sit within you. It's opening, I think there's something coming into your life that you are almost asking to happen. You want a new pathway. You want to be passionate about life again. And the universe is sort of saying it takes planning. Learning from your past, the good things about what you've enjoyed about your pathway, and helping you to plan your future. And it's going to ask you to move as well. And I think it's move away from your past. But reminding yourself that, actually, I really enjoyed that bit of the journey within the relationship. I enjoyed, this aspect and everything like that. And it helps you to sort of like really grasp the world which is at your fingertips. I think those messages that are coming in or that came into your life created a situation where it cleared out the old, got rid of any hierarchical sort of structures, any belief systems that you might have been alluding to, any illusions in your life. So you actually start working towards something that's a little bit more sort of concrete. It could be from a tower moment, from a separation or complication with any relationships that are around you, where you discovered a lot of things about any types of relationships in the past. And this is where you've got to realize to walk away from any long-term conflicts that no one's going to win. And there's no point having this conflict anymore. Yeah, you being a leader, being the emperor, controlling your environment, controlling your pathway, owning your pathway. I think once you start stepping away from any of those past conflicts, all of a sudden you really will own your pathway and really will own your destiny, basically. And this is where the decision needs to be made. And you get the devil. The devil is in the detail. I think this is why it's a difficult decision to be made. There is, in this new pathway that's opening up for you, this closing off of this conflictual past, and striding towards your future and planning for it, you're going to have to look at the smaller detail. And that's what the 8 of Pentacles is all about, working on that smaller detail, which brings brings you to a position where you make a choice over your emotional engagement in life with other people that are around you. And it's an emotional decision, so it's not always the easiest of decisions. So there is a bit of that about that. Let's just see what goes on in your material path. Yeah, you've got to move away from something and realize the excellence that is within you, and start moving towards that excellence, and your quality, basically. It's going to bring in that Ace of Cups, realizing your good quality work, your good quality sides, playing to your strengths. I think it's really important. It's going to help you to play smart. With the Hermit card, you get the Five of Swords again, and it's running through you across there. Playing smart will actually help you to sort of forge forward slowly but surely towards your dreams and your aspirations, because the universe is making you walk away from any conflictual situations in the past, which don't, that don't serve you anything. And I think this is where, the universe is sort of saying, don't forget to concentrate on your future, on your ultimate goals, and stop squabbling about things that don't really matter tomorrow. That sort of thing. With the Ten of Wands, you get the Queen of Wands. Concentrating on the moment, really, and on the passion you have for the moment will spark a lot of magic within your life. Excuse me. Got a little fly in my throat. Not a frog. Little fly that's tickling it away. So yeah, understanding the magical side of life and not labouring or ladening yourself with too many woes and worries. That's from your past. Let go of a lot of things so you can allow that Ace of Cups to be offered to you, basically. And it's the King of Cups. You're bringing it in. Look, you've got the King of Cups on one side and the Emperor on the other. This opportunity that's being offered to you will put you into a position where you feel that you own life, that it's fantastic, that you have this serenity within you that just breeds ultimate bliss, basically. Ultimate bliss within your life. And it breeds all these opportunities that are coming forward. With the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Wands. I think this comes down to this realization here that you're carrying too much. I think this is what creates these healthy boundaries that stop you going back to what you were doing before, which taking on too much that doesn't actually bring you in any benefits. And that's what that playing smart is all about. That's what that is, concentrating on the little things to actually bring forward the opportunities for you, and don't close yourself off. And I think that's another thing as well. Taking the lead within your life and just following it and just going after your dreams and aspirations, I think, is really important. They're much closer than you think. In the meantime, Cancer, I hope you got the best out of this reading. Really do. Thank you very much for your support on this channel. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.